Today I wanted to do a video for you guys about how I track my time. I've mentioned before I have a paper-based system. It's adapted from something I read in a book. The author was Luann Worksma, but that book is now out of print. So here is how I do it. First of all, I get a manila folder and I write the client's name on the top. And because I have terrible handwriting, which you'll see in a second, I always use my label maker so that they all look nice when I have them stacked in my wire folder holder that I have on the side of my desk. So I put the client's name on there, and if you have several projects with the same client, especially if you bill them separately, you probably want to do a separate folder for each. And then I put on the inside of the folder the client contacts names as well as their phone numbers so that I don't have to go looking it up if I don't want to. And then this is the time tracking system in all its glory. So here you can see, and this is just a sample obviously, but so a description of the task. So say I had a conference call, and then I put the time, the actual time, and then the total amount of time. And I do that. I also put the date. And here's an example where I did multiple things within a given time block. I find this helps. I don't actually go list out every single little thing. And of course, this is in shorthand that I can understand. So, you might call things something different. You're going to go and turn this into an invoice eventually. So, use what makes sense for you. And here you'll see, sometimes periodically as I go along, I will total how many hours I've spent and just put it off to the side there. And then, as I go down, I'll do the same, and, it makes it a lot easier to add as I go and without having a huge list of, time entries. And then over here is an example of something I just want to show you. Sometimes, there'll be multiple blocks of time working on the same thing. And, this measurement report apparently is very in-depth. And so this is also just an example of, when I start, I write down the time and I put the dash. And then when I complete what I'm working on in that given time frame, I will just add the end time. So the other quick thing I wanted to share that's part of the use of these folders is every time I have a conference call or any communication on behalf of a given client related to a given project, I will take my legal pad, I put the name of the client, the people I was speaking with, and the date, and then I take notes on my conversation, and then I rip that out of the legal pad, staple it, and put it in my folder so that all of these, anything related to that given client is in the folder at any particular time. It's on my desk, and so if the client calls me, I just pull it out and open it up, and everything I need is right there. So this is my old school method. If you have a new school method that works for you, that's great. But I think for a lot of us, it's hard to find something that actually does all of the things that we need, as well as the paper-based system that we started out with. So I'd be interested to hear from you all what you use and how. I hope this has been helpful. Thanks.